Well, one Austin nonprofit is looking to expand its reach.
The Flatwater Foundation helps connect people impacted by cancer with mental health services.
Really, a lot of energy was thrown into this cause, into this mission to help more and more lives, to change the way Central Texas deals with a cancer diagnosis.
Now, we checked with them back in September during the paddleboard fundraiser. Remember that one there? Since then, they have had a successful year, and they want to increase the providers in their network and who they can connect to resources.
Eric joins us now in studio, sharing what he had to say. Good morning to you, Eric.
Good morning. So Mark Garza, he started this after his father was diagnosed with cancer. He sought out mental health services for himself, and he saw how difficult it could be and wanted to make it easier for others. Now he's hoping to grow and be able to help even more people.
Flatwater Foundation comes from this notion of our organization and our mission to bring families back to what we call their calm, their serenity, their flat water.
Mark Garza set out to find his own flat water with therapy and counseling after his father was diagnosed with terminal cancer in 2009. Then he created the foundation to help others. His father was a founding member, but passed away a few years later.
After a struggle of figuring out who to go to or what to do and how much it costs, I really knew I needed to find a better way so that those that are going through the diagnosis, like a cancer diagnosis, can get the care that they deserve.
The foundation started after a paddleboarding event, which has become its biggest fundraiser. And Garza says being active can also benefit your mental health.
While we are a cancer organization that is providing care for families touched by cancer, we also at Flatwater want to inspire anybody and everybody to remember the power of taking care of your mind through activity, through sport.
If I'm feeling like I need to disengage or whatever thoughts, like negative thoughts I'm engaged to, I just come here to Lady Bird and go for a walk, and I enjoy it.
Brenda Garza, who's not related to Mark, is a breast cancer survivor. She used Flatwater Foundation to connect to a therapist after moving to Austin.
It was life-changing, and it was not only life-changing, it saved me. It saved me from the craziness, from all of the challenges that is to be a cancer survivor with a new career, a new life, and a new city.
Now Mark is working to expand their services to be able to help even more people just like Brenda. This year, they've increased their network of mental health professionals and are looking to grow even more.
It means everything to be able to share the message, not just the people that we help financially, but just to share that message of how important it is to take care of your mind.
Right now, the foundation covers 100% of the cost for those who can't afford it. They want to grow and also help those who may not need financial help, but anyone who is going through a hard time.
It's so important because I think when someone has a cancer diagnosis, I can only imagine it consumes you, it consumes their family's lives. That's all you're thinking about. You need that distraction, you know?
Sure. That's exactly what he said. It affects everyone.
It sure does. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.